Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Sobua Gaming here, and today I'm bringing you guys everything you could possibly need to know, or at least what I think is important, about Update 1.17 for Minecraft. That's right, the Cliffs and the Caves update. Listen now, we saw a little trailer about it. You can probably Google it if you want. October 2020. Well, it's supposed to be released most likely summer of 2021. Could get pushed back. Who knows? Alright, firstly, dude, there's glow squids. Glow squids. That's right, squids with bioluminescence. For those who aren't scientists, don't know what bioluminescence means, that's cool. It means they glow. There's glow squids. Yeah. Alright, well, now that that's on the table, let's get on to the biomes. So there's actually three types of biomes. There's the Deep Dark, the Dripstone Caves, and the Lush Caves. The Deep Dark, yeah, let's start with that. The Deep Dark, man, you can find it anywhere below Y60, so like Y0 to Y60, or, Bedrock to 60 for easier. Anyway, when you're down there, you can actually find skulk blocks, you can find wardens, you can find dark stone, and you can find some candles, which is pretty cool. Alright, so skulk blocks, what are those? Skulk blocks, man, they're kind of little fields, something kind of like this, where you'll see some skulk blocks, some skulk chutes, some skulk traps, things to kind of stop you from getting everything you need. But basically what you can get out of this is skulk sensors. So skulk sensors are a new redstone mechanism where if you place it down, it actually sends off a charge based off the sound that it detects. So it listens for sound and it will give off a different strength of charge based off of that. How great is that? So if you set it up that it detects somebody walking, that's great. It may auto open a door for you. Kind of like, the supermarket, grocery store, how it looks at you, that type of thing. Well, you could also have it set up where a chest needs to open. The certain sound for a chest is detected, and that strength kind of makes it go off. Skulk sensors are going to be really cool, and they're going to change a lot of what we do in Redstone. Well, what about the Wardens? So the Wardens, they're a new hostile mob. They actually hang out down there in the deep dark in those caves, and they're blind. Makes sense. They probably have never seen the light because they're so deep down. They're actually the first blind mob that we have to attack us. So basically, they will listen for you. If you stay still, they won't find you, and you can actually get away from them by shooting arrows behind them or throwing snowballs behind them, things like that to make sound. It'll kind of distract the wardens. It's really cool, and honestly, I mean, these things look freaky. Alright, the dark stone. So dark stone, it's pretty basic, man. It's a new type of stone brick-like block, It's found in the deep dark. It'll be cool to build with. And then, of course, candles. Candles are interesting because they are a new type of light source. I think they look really cool. They're going to be great for chandeliers and things like that to make it look really awesome. But you can stack them up to 4, just like you can turtle eggs. And each candle that you have on there gives a light level of 3. So one candle by itself is only 3, but all 4 together make a light level of 12. It's pretty cool. Alright, so Dripstone Caves. Dripstone Caves, man, they are huge. It's what you're going to see all over everything that, all the pictures, all the previews, everything for this update. You're going to be looking at the Dripstone Caves because it's what they want to show off. Basically, they're going to have rivers going through them, huge water sources, and they're going to have dripstone. That means stalagmites and stalactites. Those pointy rocks that hang from the top of caves and come up from the bottom, meet in the middle. Yeah, we're going to have them. And they do damage. If they break off and land, they can do damage. If a mob stands on the ones on the bottom, they do damage. How cool is that? I'm going to implement it into a bunch of farms. Alright. Well, Lush Caves. Lush Caves are interesting. See, we're actually getting a new type of wood, a new tree. We're getting an azalea. So azalea trees, first off, they're going to look really cool, have little flowers and the leaves and everything, and I'm sure the wood will look slightly different than the other ones that we have, which will be great for building. But if you take out a tree and you go underneath it, you'll actually find some blocks that have roots running through it. If you follow the roots down, you'll find a lush cave. Not too far below the surface, but it'll still be cool to find. A lush cave's going to have a lot of water. It's going to be like a moist area, you know. Sorry if you don't like the word moist, I understand. Well, they're also going to have moss. It's going to have new plants, man. It's going to have drip leaf plants. This is really cool. So it's a big vine that comes out and has a big leaf that you can actually stand on. It holds your weight. But after a while, it just gives out. It'll drop you. So you can use that for farms, I'm sure, too. We'll have to figure out how that works. And after it's dropped down, a few seconds later, it'll stand back up like a platform again. It's also the home to a brand new tameable neutral creature. I know I should know how to say this, but we're going to go with the axolotl. It's on the screen. Anyway, it's a cute looking little creature. It comes in like 4 or 5 different colors. It's tameable. So the way you tame it is you actually just scoop it up in a bucket. Once you've scooped it up in a bucket, if you put it somewhere else, it's a homie to you. You can actually breed them if you feed them tropical fish. You know, a couple of them together. They can come in cyan, gold, a loss of pigment. You know, like kind of a whitish color, and the rare blue with orange fins, which is pretty cool. They eat fish. They eat squid. I mean, at the end of the day, they're kind of like wolves, but in water. You take a wolf and you make him into your dog in Minecraft. He protects you. This guy will too. That means he'll fight drowned for you. He'll fight guardians. He'll fight elder guardians. He's a homie. I want to take out an elder guardian with a pack of these guys. All right. So that's it for biomes. But what about, I mean, everything else? It can't just be biomes, right? Amethyst geodes. Listen, amethyst geodes are pretty cool. They're like amethyst, purple amethyst crystals. They're found underground. In fact, I made a whole farm about them already. Uh, when you get down there, they have budding amethysts. It's kind of like a spawn block for amethyst crystals. Uh, Budding amethysts will kind of over time slowly grow out these crystals, which can then be harvested and used for several different things. Right now, it's not too much that we know about it, but I'm sure that they'll add more in the future. We do know that amethyst crystals give off a little bit of light, which is pretty cool. And also, you can use it for a spyglass. Like if you've ever used Optifine, that zoom feature that you have, the spyglass does the same type of thing. I mean, check it out. Ah, well, would you look at that? I told you it shows you important information from a long way away, didn't I? Alright, so up next, powdered snow. Powdered snow is pretty basic. It's just like snow, except for if you step on it, it gives out and the mob falls through. So, like, if I step here, yeah, it's kind of like that. Anyway, it can be picked up in buckets and it can be used in a cauldron. You can just kind of dump it in. Cauldron, put a comparator behind it, you end up getting power, all that jazz. It's pretty cool, but it ain't that big. Copper. So, copper is actually a new ore. Copper is going to come in a block looking something like this. You mine it up and you get ingots. You can take 4 ingots and you can turn them into a block that looks like this first one. Over time, copper will slowly change. It will actually weather. It will age. I mean, think about the Statue of Liberty. Originally, it was copper colored. Now it's green. Copper ages. So it will age through these 4 stages. But the cool part is you can actually turn it into copper bricks. You can turn it into the block, of course, stairs, and slabs right now. So it's like a whole new building that we can do. And if you don't want it to change anymore, all you have to do is wax it. So if you turn around and you wax it with, our beeswax and everything, then it makes it so that it protects it and it won't age anymore. It'll stay that color. And then you can build with it as much as you want. All right, next one's pretty cool in my opinion. Bundles. So bundles are they're bags, but they only hold 64 items, but they take up 1 spot in your inventory. So you know those things that you're holding and you can't stack them and suddenly you got 20 of them and most of your inventory's taken up? Not anymore. You just throw it in a bundle and you're good to go. Then the bundle only takes up 1 spot. However, if you want to put stacks of dirt in there, it's not like a chest. You can't put stack after stack after stack. It's 64 items, not 64 places. All right, archaeological sites. They're going to be added. We don't know much about it yet, but it's going to have something to do with archaeology. We do know that if you go there, you can get ceramic shards using like a new brush, and then those can be used to decorate clay pots, make them look cooler because we all use clay pots right now. Anyway, tinted glass. This is actually really cool. So tinted glass, man, you can see through it, but it allows no light through. Like, check it out. I built this little structure here, right? And when I close myself off, just look at the light level drop for block. There's 12, 11, 0. How cool is that? I can see right through it, but no light can get in. This makes farms amazing. All right, so that's all the really cool stuff in my opinion. They also added, goats, glowberries, lightning rods, a few other things. Did I mention that squids are gonna glow now? Because I mean, if you stop playing Minecraft, you're huge into it. Doesn't really matter. Listen, man, there's glowing squids. How cool is that? Glowing squids. All right, this is Obua Gaming. Till next time, I'm out.